Hi everyone, welcome to the first in my series of videos about how to save money in Vegas, tips about where to eat and drink, things to expect and places to visit. Before you even go to Vegas, I recommend that you register for the M-Life card and the Total Rewards card. The M-Life card is used in MGM hotels and the Total Rewards card is used in Caesar hotels. Also, if you have time and if you like playing online games, I recommend that you download some of the My Vegas apps. You can use points on this to get freebies while you're over there or to get money off. I've made a video explaining exactly how this works, which I'll link in the description box below. Just to give you a quick idea on how this can help you save money, it'll start off as a blue sapphire card. Every time you gamble in an MGM hotel or make a purchase in one of the shops, you can accumulate points which can then be converted into free bets and money off. After only 3 days, I managed to upgrade to a Pero card, which meant I got a queue skip for the buffet and I was saving 10% in the shops and in some of the stalls. If you're planning on gambling a lot more than I did, then you could upgrade your card again and you can save up to 40% on all purchases. But like I said, I'll get into that more on another video. Once I landed in Vegas, we stepped out the airport and there was a shuttle bus and a taxi rank, and we were advised to tell the driver to take the Tropicana route. That was because we were staying in Excalibur and our taxi cost about $18, which wasn't too bad because there was 5 of us there. Once we got in the taxi, there was lots of these little books. You will find these everywhere and they're really handy. It'll tell you all the shows, the best places to eat and drink, and it's packed with discount vouchers. If you really want to save money in Vegas, discount vouchers and coupons are key. Don't be afraid to ask for them. While we were walking down the street, there was a few bars that sold frozen cocktails, and when we went to buy one, we were kind of swithering whether or not to get one because they were quite expensive. And the girl behind the bar told us that if we walked over to the shop just across the road, that the guy would give us discount vouchers so that we would get one for half price. While we were in Fremont Street, we wanted to go on one of the rides, and while we were shopping in the stalls round about, the woman working on the stall gave us some discount vouchers for 40% off the ride. So everywhere you go, don't be afraid to ask if anybody has any money off vouchers. If you've watched other tips and tricks videos, you'll have heard of the $20 trick. We didn't have to use that, we automatically got upgraded because my mum was getting married and they wanted to put us all in rooms next to each other. The rooms that we got put into weren't the fanciest ones, but it was still a free upgrade and that was good enough for me. One thing that I did do as soon as I booked into the hotel was ask for a fridge because I wanted to keep some of my own drinks and snacks in my room to save some money. It was no problem and we got the fridge delivered to the room within 2 hours. If you have the energy, I recommend that you go to Walgreens as soon as you arrive. They sell alcohol at really reasonable prices. While I was there, me and 2 other people that I was with got a taxi to Walmart. The taxi was $20 each way, but really we just wanted to see what it was like because we'd never been to Walmart before. Their drinks were really reasonably priced and their snacks were a bargain. With that being said, you can still go to Walgreens and buy alcohol at a reasonable price, which is essential for saving money while you're in Vegas. You may already know that you can drink almost anywhere in Vegas as long as your container isn't glass. So after we bought our own alcohol, we went to a bar and bought 2 fish bowls, which were about $18 each. We kept the fish bowls and took them back to the hotel. The next day we made 2 giant cocktails and put quite a lot of ice in them. We kept one of them underneath the sun lounger while we drank the other one, and everybody next to the pool wanted to taste their cocktails. I live in Scotland and there was a type of vodka over there that was absolutely amazing and I would highly recommend it if you're planning on making your own cocktails. I think it was about $16 a bottle and it was beautiful. Like I said before, you'll find quite a lot of bars on the street and some of them sell slushy cocktails with novelty cups. The novelty cups are like quite big, some of them are yard size. So if you want to make your own cocktails and walk around the street drinking them, then I advise that you just buy one of these novelty cups and use that while you're walking around. If you're not planning on drinking alcohol all day, then I suggest you carry around your own water. However, if you haven't been carrying it around and you want to buy some, never buy it from the bar. The first day that I was there, I had had a nap and I woke up and I was absolutely dying for a drink and I couldn't take a drink out the tap. So I went down to the bar and bought a bottle of water and it cost me $7. So while I was walking from the bar over to the door, I realised that there was a little shop and they were selling the bottles of water for $3. Then when I went up to my room, I seen a vending machine and they were selling bottles of water for $2. So I had obviously just totally missed this, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing at the time. But honestly, $7 was a bargain for this bottle of water because I thought I was going to die of thirst. When you're buying juice, sweets and fast food, always think about hotels the way you think about them in the UK, like train stations. In a train station in the UK, you go to WH Smith and Burger King, and it's way more expensive than the one outside across the road. That's how it is inside the hotels in Vegas. If you're out on the strip, the shops can be a little bit expensive compared to some further down, but inside the hotel is always going to be the most expensive, unless it's a little kiosk store, which isn't too bad and it's close to your room, so it can be quite handy. Before I went to Vegas, I was asking people that I knew about how much I would need for food, and a lot of people were telling me it's £50 a head for breakfast, it's £100 a head for dinner. That wasn't the experience I found when I went there. If you like to go to Subway or McDonald's or KFC, the prices are pretty much the same as what they are in the UK, except if you eat inside the hotel. There are a lot of places that will sell really expensive food, like the Sky Lounge. I was looking at the menu for that while I was over there, and it was really expensive. If you have the extra money to spend while you're over there, then I don't see a problem with spending that kind of money if that's what you want to do. But a lot of the days I would go to the buffet. I stayed in the Excalibur Hotel and I got the buffet pass almost every day, which was $40 a day for unlimited food. It was a world buffet and it sold every kind of food. The only food that wasn't available was Indian, because they don't really sell Indian food in America. The food over there was amazing and I would highly recommend it. If you buy the buffet pass in Excalibur, you can go between the Excalibur and the Luxor buffet. Both of them have variations of food. Also in the Luxor, on a Saturday they have a steak stand where you can go and order your steak any way you want. These steaks are giant, they actually hang off each side of your plate and they cook it fresh for you on the spot. On a Friday and Saturday in the Luxor and Excalibur, they also include wine and beer from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, which is really good. It isn't any extra on the price. If you're not planning on hanging around the strip all day, you can go down to Fremont Street where they've got lots of 2-for-1 buffets, and like I say, you'll be able to get discount vouchers if you just ask for them. Remember, if you've been playing the My Vegas games and you've accumulated enough points, you can swap the points for 2-for-1 tickets for food and drinks. Another way to save money in Vegas is to buy your tickets from the actual venue. You'll see a lot of booths and people try to sell tickets in the street. Never buy these because they give you a cheap price, but then they add on a lot of extras and you end up paying a lot more. When I went to see Chris Angel, we went straight to the venue. They gave us a discount for being an MGM customer, a discount for owning an M-Life card, a discount for booking it straight at the venue, and we ended up saving quite a lot of money. And again, when my mum went to buy Penn and Teller tickets, she signed up for a Total Rewards card there and she saved 10% on her tickets straight away. At least if you buy your tickets at the venue, you know that you're getting the real thing, and they do try and give you discounts as much as possible. If you're not shy to ask for one, they do usually knock something off. If you're planning on doing shopping for gifts, a lot of people will tell you to buy your gifts in Fremont Street, but I didn't find that to be the cheapest place at all. When you're down at Caesar's Palace and you go across the road, there's a line of shops and there's also a little market. When you go in there, some of the gifts are a lot cheaper. In Fremont Street, some of the gifts were like $3, but then in these shops they were selling them for 50 cents. Obviously this has got to be things like keyrings and packs of cards and lighters and things like that, but saving even a few dollars is a big help. If you do decide to go shopping in Fremont Street, which you probably will, there's a lot of stalls that sell interesting things that you don't usually see. If you're prepared to haggle, you can save quite a lot of money. The people who work on these stalls are willing to tell you anything, and they'll often pull up fake websites to make the things look more expensive than what they are. If you show a real interest in the product, but you swither on the price, you can really get them to take it down quite a lot. When it comes to travelling around, we didn't really have to get a lot of taxis, as there's a 24-hour bus, which is $20 for a 3-day unlimited pass. You can get a 1-day or 2-day pass, but we just got the 3-day pass because we went down to Fremont Street quite a lot. Don't worry too much about having to pay for everything that you do. There's a lot of free things that you'll find out about when you're there. When you're walking around some of the hotels, it's like visiting other countries and you really can just walk around for hours just looking to see what's there. To give you a rough idea on spending money, I went for 10 days and I took £2,000, which was $2,400. I gambled every day, but I didn't gamble too much. I went to see a few shows and I went on the helicopter ride. On the last day I had about $600 left, which I spent just because I could. But one of the biggest tips that I can give you is to take this book everywhere. There's discount vouchers in here that you won't even know that you'll need until the last minute, and it'll save you so much money. There's also stalls that hand out little mini booklets like this with discounts in them, and just use discount vouchers everywhere you go. As well, this book actually has a map in it which helps you get around the strip, so just take a copy of this everywhere with you. It's important to remember that there's always a special offer on somewhere, and the people who are holding these events don't want to keep it a secret. They let everybody know, and they hand out vouchers and flyers all the time letting you know. There's a lot of clubs that offer free entry and free drinks, mostly to women, but there is also offers on for men. There's an open bar on the high roller ride, and that's $37 for a half hour. It's not too bad when you think about the fact that a cocktail's $9 and a bottle of water's $7. If you're a fast drinker and you can drink a lot in half an hour, then $37 is going to be a bargain. If you would like further information on the M-Life card and the My Vegas games and how they work, I'm going to be making a separate video for that, which I will link in the description box below. Also, if you're getting married in Vegas or you know anybody that's getting married, I'm going to be making a video that lets you know all the information that you need to know before you go there. If you have any other questions or if you have hints and tips, please put them in the comments section and let everybody know. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I hope to see you in some of my other Vegas series videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!